Hello everyone, this is your host Andrew from South Florida Redemption. I'm here today with Trevor Glindenron, and here Deck Tech on his deck. So Trevor, why don't you tell us the tech behind the deck and how it functions and works and why you chose the cards for this very purpose, okay?
Well, this is a very beginner deck. I built this when I was just starting off. So, you know, I guess it's good for beginners because most of the cards are easier to acquire. There's only a few rares in there.
Okay.
You know, besides the dominance. This is a warrior class based deck as far as the heroes go. Almost all the heroes in this deck are warrior class.
Yeah.
The only exceptions are Covenant Keepers, Enoch, and Jephthah, because Jephthah's ability is amazing, which, you know, I don't know if you know, allows you to discard the top card of your deck in order to get rid of 2 of your opponent's evil characters in territory.
Alright.
It's pretty good. And mainly, when I originally started building this deck, I built it off of Itai being able to ban David. You know, the 2 of them can band, which is pretty cool.
So you got some banding tech in here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of banding. Mostly it's warrior class so that you can, you know, keep your enhancements on your heroes. A lot of them are discard abilities.
Such as what?
Such as Warrior Spear. You get to discard the top card of your opponent's deck, unless it's a Lost Soul, then you put it in play instead. Covenant Keepers, search abilities in order to search for Covenant with Adam, which takes 0/3 off of all of the evil characters in play.
Okay.
It's mainly, there are a whole bunch of miniature strategies as opposed to...
Like synergies?
Yeah, a whole bunch of different synergies as opposed to one gigantic strategy. Such as with King Rehoboam, when you block with him, you can choose any 2 heroes in play to fight each other.
Okay.
Which, you know, is pretty convenient because you might potentially be able to take out your rescuing hero, you know, your opponent's rescuing hero. Everything in this deck is human. The only non-human characters are the Unclean Spirit.
Okay.
Here, and the Leviathan, just because he's a huge, you know, a huge number and he can't be converted.
He's a huge Crimson Brigade character.
That's correct. And I know some of the guys I played this deck against were heavy on conversion abilities, so I made sure to include 2 demons just for that.
Okay. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit more about the defense, why you chose the defense, what cards for the defense, and how the defense works.
Defense, well, as I went over already, the Leviathan, and, you know, just huge numbers. I also have Red Dragon there, I forgot that's not a human as well. That's immune to all human heroes, which is really convenient unless you're playing in a deck against angels.
Okay.
King Evil Merodach here protects all of your Crimson evil characters that are in territory from discard abilities on your opponent's cards. And King Merodach, I can't read it upside down, but I'm sure you can see it's the top one right here. He allows you to look at your opponent's hand so you know what's coming, which is really convenient. So like I said, just a bunch of miniature strategies, nothing, you know, too major. It's great for a starting player, you know, to see what works and play off of.
Yeah.
Also have Covenant Breakers over here. Discard 1 Covenant in play, which can potentially, you know, win you the game. You know, if someone's hating on your heroes, bringing down their abilities, or anything in general. I mean,
I see you have a Saul Paul here.
I do.
What compelled you to have him in the deck?
I have him in there because I have a few conversion cards, Power of the Cross in here, Gentle Resolution. So if I was rescuing against my opponent, I could play one of those cards instead of converting his evil character to a hero. I can convert my Saul to a Paul, giving me access to all sites.
Okay, is access to sites a problem of yours in the deck or something?
It has been for me when I play. A lot of the guys I play against use site lockout decks, so I almost rarely ever have access. In fact, that's the main problem with one of the decks I play right now, lack of site access. So I just really wanted to throw that in there, and also, Paul's abilities cannot be, interrupted, prevented, or negated. All the enhancements played on it. So I thought that was pretty convenient.
All right. So, why do you have King David? Actually, you answered that already. In Abishire. Okay. Well, and I see that you have Benedictus. I believe that's probably for access to sites.
It is.
Got some negates in there with bronze symbols and burning bush. And if you're running red, why don't you have what's it called? Sign of a Rainbow.
It's one card I don't have,
Oh, okay.
As a beginner, didn't have it to build with. I haven't played this deck in a while, just because I've been kind of favoring some of my other ones.
Is this one of your tournament decks, or is this more so casual?
I entered it into the tournament, into yesterday's tournament, but I didn't really use it. I wasn't, feeling it. It's more of a casual play, definitely.
All right.
It's just, I would go so far as to say starting deck for play, if you wanted to build the same deck. So.
Okay. So I see you have 2 sites here. Why do you have these 2 sites?
Mostly for access, and also Mildewed House. If your opponent has access with,